100%? Are you 100% right now?
How you doing, guys? Good question. I don't know. We'll see. I have a couple more days, and I've done a lot of work up until this point, and yeah, I've done everything needed to get back into playing shape, and we'll see on the night.
So are you planning on being there for game one?
That is the plan. So right now, but yeah, again, it's a couple more days, and I think that can make a difference. So every day gives me a bit more time to get even better, so working.
Over here, Abby.
First of all, how are you feeling? And what can you tell us about the injury and what you've been working on to come back?
Yeah. I'm feeling better each day. It's been a long process, I'm not gonna lie. It's been tough to sit out, obviously. But I've tried to stay as engaged as I can with the team and be around the team and do my work and then be with the team. But it sucks. It really does suck. And but we're here now, and I'm feeling much better. I put in a lot of hours to get to this point, and look forward to getting some action on the floor.
Yeah, how exciting is this opportunity to be playing in the NBA Finals?
That's incredible. It's incredible. I think just the energy, like everybody's buzzing. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be, even just seeing the amount of people now, it shows the magnitude of this and what's on the line. And yeah, going, and the team, the organization, we're going into this series with full confidence and knowing that no steps were skipped, and the goal is to finish the job.
Kristaps, what kind of things have you been able to do on the court so far, and what do you kind of still need to do before Thursday to be ready for Game 1?
Yeah, I've practiced, especially the lighter practices. I was good. Of course, not a lot of time for me to get a lot of scrimmaging, a lot of no actual game minutes. So in that sense, it hasn't been perfect, obviously. But yeah, I've tried to build up as much as I can leading up to this point, and from like all aspects, and we'll see. A couple more days will definitely help.
How do you kind of reflect? Obviously, you're going against your old Dallas team here. Your time there and going up against Luka and some of the guys you played with there. What's that going to be like for you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. Played there for 2.5 years, and I'm happy for everybody in Dallas in a way. A lot of like great relationships I have there, and yeah, and I cannot say like I think they deserve to have some success like they've had this season, and it's gonna be fun going up against my old team, going back to Dallas, playing some games there. So looking forward to it.
Kristaps, how you doing, man? You kind of talked about it, but obviously practice time is completely different than an NBA game, as you know, and it's the finals. So how do you think you are conditioning-wise?
Mm-hmm.
And with the injury, obviously, apparently it's really shaken you up. How confident do you feel walking onto the court for Game 1 and throughout the series?
Yeah. No, I have to feel confident. I don't want to go out there and be, thinking about something. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, once I'm out there, it has to be like full focus on trying to play the best basketball I can and help this team win. Obviously, as I said, it's not ideal that I haven't had any, real minutes. But I roll with the punches, and it is what it is. So I'll just try to be the best I can be with the given circumstances.
Kristaps, right after the injury,
you talked to us and you sort of said how tough it was to get to this point. Obviously, you came here for a chance to play this deep into the playoffs. Where are you at now mentally, and how has being around the team during this run sort of helped you in that regard?
I don't know. It's as I said, it's been long. It's been maybe at first everybody thought it was going to be quicker, but then it's a little bit longer, so it weighs on you, right? Like especially like you want to be with the team, you want to like help, and you want to be a part. But just seeing how everybody steps up and everybody played like up until this point is incredible, and shows that the work that we've been putting in all season long is paying off. But it's definitely tough, and but there's no like, who cares? Nobody cares. You know what I mean? Just prepare myself and did what I needed to do daily to get back, and that's it. And see if and we have this opportunity now, so go for it.
You talked about the limits you've had, Kristaps, in terms of scrimmaging and running. Is some of this going to be that you aren't going to know exactly where you're at until you're in a game situation Thursday, and you are planning and pushing off and going at full speed and seeing how it reacts and feels, or do you feel good about where that's at?
I think the medical staff would not put me out there if they wouldn't be confident that I'll be good. So I've done the things necessary to like check the boxes, and that's it. Of course, like it's hard to imitate the same intensity in practice. No, like that intensity is going to be a completely different level, but I have to be confident that it'll be all right.
And as far as going up against Dallas, what somebody who's played with Luka specifically, what are the challenges that they present in terms of trying to slow them down defensively, and where do you think you can fit in to try to do that? Yeah,
obviously tough. Luka and Kyrie, those two guys are some of the best offensive players there is in the league, and they have like developed their way of playing, and they're really good. It's not a fluke that they're in the final. It's just the way they play is really good. So it'll be a tough challenge for us, no doubt. But we have two, if not three, all NBA defenders on our team. And that's gonna definitely help us on that end.
Hey, Kristaps. I was wondering, through this process of trying to get back to playing, if anybody's ever given you advice to kind of get through this, or if you had like a mentor to just kind of help you get through this mentally and physically.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, I've been in tough situations in my career. I've had some injuries and stuff. So each time it's you learn something, and you take that experience in if case something else happens ever in life, but this is basketball. It can happen, and there's like, as I said, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just it's of course it's, as I said, it's painful inside. Like I want to be out there, but seeing like that we're taking care of business and we're winning these games is the most important, And now, boom, I'm getting there, and hopefully I'll be good to go for the series.
Final two questions, Kyra, then Gary.
Kristaps, obviously along those lines, you're a huge part of the team, but what's it been like? What does it say about this group that they've been able to keep it rolling and keep winning these games and look as good as they have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it speaks volumes for the whole roster. Like, obviously we've had, throughout the season, we already went through some things. Some guys were out, so the lineups were changing, and we've kind of prepared ourselves for this. But seeing like the level that Al was playing at, and other guys that stepped in and had minutes, like it just shows that the work that they've been doing throughout the season is paying off, and it's paying off in the most important moment. So it's good to see like everybody locked in as a group and playing this level of basketball.
Kristaps, is it a pain threshold thing? Are you running pain-free at this point?
Yes.
Okay. And your relationship with Luka, it seemed to work. You guys seemed like close off the floor. It didn't work as much on the floor. Can you kind of like summarize like those 2.5 years? Was it frustrating? You were coming from New York. You wanted a fresh start. You wanted to kind of make a splash, and it kind of didn't work out there. Can you kind of summarize those 2.5 years?
I don't know if I want to like. Obviously, it didn't work out. I think it was, Once the trade happened, I don't know. I don't want to go. I'm not even thinking about that right now. You know what I mean? I'm focused on the job ahead, and we can talk about that later, brother.